Welcome back, food travelers, and in this episode, I'm in San Jose, headed to Tomi Sushi and Seafood Buffet. I came here for dinner on a Friday night, and this buffet is located at the Eastridge Mall area. And as you see, I'm entering the one side of the mall, and the first thing you are entering here, you see the buffet. It's really easy to find. I think with this buffet, when I came at the time of recording, it was $41.99 a person for adults, and if you're senior 60 and over, it's $40.99. And as the name mentions, it is a sushi buffet. There was a lot of items here at this sushi buffet. I believe what they advertised was something like over 150 different items, and at the time of recording, they also had crab and a lot of oysters as well.
Yeah, one of the things, Micah, I'm noticing is a lot of, I guess, Asian buffets, you could say, have been opening up around, I don't want to say the country because I'm not quite sure, but at least along the West Coast. I know California, Oregon, Washington, and even up the West Coast into British Columbia. And a lot of them are actually pretty good. We have our previous episode from Feast, and we really enjoyed that one, and that one's located over in Renton, which is just a little bit south of Seattle, and we really enjoyed that one. And kind of seeing all these other places and places you've gone to, which you've also been to some places in Oregon as well, it looks pretty good. It kind of, seeing the videos when I went over it, I kind of felt like I wish I could have went and tried it out myself.
Yeah, Simon. So with this buffet, they had a lot of seafood for sure. As you see here in the video, they're constantly putting out more seafood and replenishing all the stations here. I see the people who are constantly making the sushi as well, and they actually set us next to this sushi bar area, which was nice to watch them actually make everything fresh. So I feel like everything was pretty good. They had a lot of options, and another thing I did want to mention is the buffet size itself is actually pretty big. I was actually not sure what to expect, to be honest. I didn't know what other items they had besides just sushi and seafood. They actually had a humongous Chinese section with noodles, and they had fresh barbecue pork and fresh chicken that they would chop up, that you'll see later here in this video.
Okay. Yeah, it really looks interesting. I was really curious about the rice, because I know one of the biggest things with sushi buffets, they'll have that little rice machine that kind of makes the at least for onigiri, the little rice squares that they usually put the sashimi and everything on. Was that something that you noticed when you kind of went through and saw from the buffet, or was it more like the traditional way where you would make the rice in the rice bowl and then a chef would come and kind of put it all together?
Yeah, I actually don't know. I didn't see if they had a rice machine or a rice bowl with the vinegar and everything, that how they mix it. I don't think I saw that part. I think they did have some sort of machine from what I saw, but I'm not 100% sure either. But like I said, I kind of focused more on other parts of this buffet. I was glad to see this whole dim sum area that they had with all these different type of dumplings, and they had the chef there making the noodles and brisket bowls and wonton bowls that they had. I think that is a great thing to have at a buffet. At least they have a hot station that you can grab different items rather than just sushi or just seafood alone.
And coming up here, is that a soup station? Is it a made to order?
Yeah, it is a made to order station. Like I said, it is a beef. They do have a brisket beef bowls and wonton steak type of noodles for made to order.
And I guess one of the things I'm really curious about is like, how would you kind of describe the quality? You know, I mean, did it seem like the ingredients were pretty good, pretty fresh? Because I know there's some places, I know we've been to some places where, you know, um, it'll kind of, the food, either it seems like it's been sitting out for a while, or they're just not using something that is as good as you would like it to be, you know, maybe a little older or something. What was the case with this place?
I feel like they were replenishing it. Like even you saw earlier in the video, they're putting new seafood out there. And also the made to order station, you saw the lady was checking the different type of dumplings and different type of baos and making sure that everything was stocked. And if it wasn't, she was adding more to it. And you can see everything was steamy hot too. And then coming up here in this video, this is more like the cooked station area, and on the other side of this cooked area, you can see like their head. It's just like going to Chinatown, getting those fresh barbecue pork and fresh barbecue chicken and everything. And you can literally see the guy chopping it and then bringing it out there. So you know it's good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I know another kind of more Asian leading buffet we went to in San Diego, and that was also seafood, 101 seafood, I believe.
Yeah, 100 seafood buffet.
And they did a really good job as well. To me, I kind of see that similar kind of aspect to it, where at least for the video, and of course, you know, it's not as easy to tell video versus being there for real, but from what I can see, everything looks like how I remember when we went to 101 Seafood. And that was actually really good. So we enjoyed that one as well. So I was just trying to get my interpretation from what I see, and it seems like I would have enjoyed this like I did over at 101.
Yeah, if you like this barbecue pork, the char siu, I mean, you can see it has some of that charred, burnt end part of the char siu that you see the black parts of it. That's like the best part to me, honestly. I that's my favorite part. Anytime I go to a barbecue pork I guess store or restaurant, I always ask for, hey, can you give me those burnt ends? That's what I want. Some of them, they actually do give you those burnt ends. Some of them, they actually charge you extra, kind of like those barbecue restaurants in Texas. They charge you extra for those things.
It looked pretty busy, so it looks like it's a pretty popular place. Pretty packed.
Yeah, it was very busy. Surprised we got a table here pretty quickly. It didn't take that long. They set us down right away, and we were able to just go to town. Service wise was really good. They were very attentive. They were really quick. We cleared our plates every single time we were done. There's a guy coming around with an empty cart and pushing it around, just grabbing all the dirty plates out of your way so you could grab more food. And I really appreciate that, because you know, in some buffets that we go to, sometimes you have like stacks of empty plates and there's nobody there to clear it up.
Yeah, man, looking at the interior, everything looks nice and clean, so definitely would have been the one that I would have probably enjoyed stopping by. But yeah, it definitely does look like it's a really good size. On the outside, just kind of the entrance going in, earlier in the video, it kind of didn't look like this, but coming in and seeing this, it's actually, yeah, quite the good size. Not like what I remember. I remember, at least from the past, going to some really old buffets, and when I was a kid, you know, especially there's a few that I remember, like Old Country Buffet, King's Table, and I don't know if you've been to any of those, but those places were also large, but this place seems like they kind of built it even larger than what those places used to be.
Oh yeah, definitely remember King's Table. That's like the OG buffet from Federal Way area. I remember going there a lot as a kid. And yeah, so moving along here, dessert section. Since it is a Chinese style buffet, they do have like your traditional Chinese desserts with like the red bean soup. They have like those other jello style desserts, and they have your typical pudding stuff. Every buffet that I've been to, I pretty much got one of these creme brulees. I always like to compare them a little bit here. I kind of wish this one was burnt a little bit more, kind of like the Western style, but it's not bad. I thought it was nice and thin at the top, which is kind of more of my preference than like a thick crust.
And was their selection of desserts pretty good, or did they have it pretty limited?
I feel like for your typical Asian style buffets, your selections of desserts are kind of more limited. They do have ice cream and everything, but it's a little bit less than your Western style buffets. But overall, it was a great experience. Definitely would check it out if you're here in San Jose. And to wrap up the episode are the notables. Unfortunately for this one, there are none.
If you've enjoyed the content you've seen, don't forget to support the channel and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see additional pictures of food and our travels, go over to our Instagram page and follow us there. And thanks for watching.